Alrighty, Rebecca, could you please briefly tell us a little bit about your background?
So I'm from Tauranga, and I've moved to Auckland, so I've done most of my work in Auckland. When I was at primary school, I had this idea that I was going to be an accountant, and that was all well and good until I got to high school, and then I kind of went, yeah, no, computing's kind of cool, and unlike you guys, we just got computers in schools, and it was all very exciting and a whole new world, and it was something that I kind of went, oh yeah, this is kind of cool. But then I went off to AUT after the end of what is now your year 12, and decided that actually I was going to do travel and tourism. So 1 year of that course, and I went, no, I'm not majoring in travel and tourism, I'm going to do accounting again. So I went backwards, and so I guess like my work life started off with accounts, going into office management and then moving to the Bay, sticking with office management and then getting into IT because I wanted to do something a bit different. So I completely backtracked.
Alright, do you think you would have been like any happier in like any of those other industries?
I think they probably suited me for where I was at the time.
Okay.
So accounting's quite good, but I find it relatively easy, so it wasn't really posing that much of a challenge. And that's all well and good when you first start out. You know, it's quite nice to do something easy and you kind of, get into it quite quickly. But yeah, you need something to stimulate you and motivate you. Yeah.
That's good advice.
Yeah.
What are some of the challenges you've had to overcome to get to where you are today?
I guess my challenges aren't really work related, and they're probably not something that you boys are ever going to have to deal with. So my biggest thing really has been because I'm a solo mum, and people put you in a box straight away, and so they're like, clearly you're going to be always away. When your child's sick, you're going to be, no work ethic, you don't really want to be working. So it's just kind of breaking down those barriers. So yeah, you guys won't have to deal with that.
Hopefully not.
Yeah.
What good advice would you tell your 17-year-old self?
Work harder, enjoy school, get lots of holidays, and you just don't realise how awesome it is. Just what else have I got? Make a goal, keep it realistic, and then kind of break it down into achievable steps, and then reward yourself once you get through a couple of them. Just little things.
Okay. So was that similar to like how you started off with accounting?
Yeah. So obviously for me, and I've got it later on, but like you kind of go, okay, well this is where I want to be, and these are the steps that I need to take to get to that. So it might be, and I think it's later on, it might be, okay, well, first of all I need to take a course, so I need to enrol for the course, I need to study, I need to pass the course, then I'm going to get into, the bottom tier job that I can get into in that industry, work my way up. So it's just, small goals and, doing them really, really well.
Okay. I guess this kind of ties into our next question. What would be the best advice you'd give to someone considering your career or industry?
The same thing.
Yeah.
Just strive and work hard. And if you need to take a course, take it. If you want to get into trades, do an apprenticeship, and just work hard and do your best.
Okay. Speaking of taking courses, have you ever taken any courses like I don't know, for example, I would consider like the normal way would be like take courses like once you leave high school and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever taken any courses like kind of beyond that stage?
Beyond high school?
Yeah, beyond not after high school, but like much further than that.
Oh, okay. The courses you kind of do tend to be different. So in this job, I'm doing sales. So the courses that I've been doing go through Chamber of Commerce, so it's all about how to close a deal and how to talk to people and those kinds of things. And it is part of that ongoing learning thing. You're just making yourself better and working harder.
Okay, so you're always learning.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
Dead if you're not.
Who do you look up to, or who influences or inspires you, and why?
Probably primarily my mum, because she's really strong and she's independent and she's got a really, really good work ethic. So that's kind of something that I've aspired to as well, and it's that kind of strength and independence that I'm then wanting to instill in my son as well.
Yeah.
And I guess, like, you guys are fine, but a lot of the younger generation just don't have the same work ethic. So, yeah, it's just really, that's just something for me that I've kind of noticed. So, I guess inspiration is probably, and you'll get there eventually, bosses. Like, you get a really good boss and they help you and they push you to strive and succeed and do your best. So, yeah, I've been really lucky. I've had lots of really great bosses that have helped me along the way and taught me lots and lots of things. So, yeah.
Alrighty. What are the key attributes and life skills that make a great business leader, CEO, or even just a junior team member?
So the ability to kind of read people is a biggie. And you can learn that. Like most people, like some people have it naturally, but you can learn it. And just be open to everybody. Everybody's got different experiences and backgrounds, and everyone brings something to the table, so it's really important to remember that.
Yeah.
And sometimes just shutting your mouth. Ask a question, shut your mouth, and just wait for the answer, because you may not actually get what you're expecting, and it might be better and it might be more useful. So I think, from a manager point of view, it doesn't matter what level of that run you're at, that's a really important thing. Just listen.
Okay. Were those skills that you kind of naturally had, or were those skills that you had kind of had to develop?
I'm naturally a good listener anyway. I tend to be more introvert than extrovert. So that is a skill that I had naturally anyway.
Okay.
The being open to lots of people and talking to lots of people, I've kind of had to develop that along the way. So.
Okay. And how did you go about doing that?
Putting myself in situations that I really wasn't comfortable in. You go to a meeting, you actually stand up and introduce yourself to people, and be prepared to say hi. And that's a really scary thing when you're used to being kind of the person who sits in the corner and watches. So yeah.
Alrighty. Why are you passionate about the career you've chosen?
I really enjoy helping people. So it's such a cool thing. Like, you have a chat to people, they've got real big drama about something, like they're struggling to get all their paperwork under control, they don't really have a clue about, like for my particular role, they don't have a clue about how many properties they've got, when the leases expire, when the rent reviews are coming up for renewal, and it just gives you such a buzz. Once they've got the software in, you've trained up their staff, and they're really getting it, and it's not even just so much the software, you see it in the people, like they really feel more confident about what they're doing, and they get a real sense of achievement that everything's running smoothly. So, yeah,
Alrighty.
It's a really cool thing.
You said earlier on that you were initially from Tauranga, and then you moved to Auckland, and then finally to here in the Bay Plenty. Why have you chosen to base your career right now in here in the Bay Plenty?
Initially it was because my son was little and I didn't want him growing up in a big city. So there's a real sense of community in a small town that you just don't get in a big city. So, and like for me personally, I'm based at the Mount, so I get to work in the morning, I'd go for a walk up the mount and walk around the mount and things like that. So I couldn't do that in Auckland.
That would be a little challenging.
It would be a little challenging. I'd have to have a long lunchtime, yeah.
Okay, then to finish off, is there anything you would like people who'd be watching this to know that we've missed?
I guess just in terms of your personal self, manners get you a long, long way. Like it's a really simple thing, but it is so true.
Yeah.
Manners just make such a difference, and you really underestimate them. And don't be afraid to stand up for yourself and believe in yourself, because at the end of the day, that's all you've got. You've only got yourself, and if you can't back yourself, why are you expecting anybody else to do it?
Yeah, I think that'd be something my mum would say as well.
Yeah, your mum would definitely say that.
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, thank you.
That's all right.